hello còn đêm mà lên new home này. Lên được cái bò đó lên. Hey.
Yeah, you can do it if you want to, but it's at your own risk, okay? Yes, so right now we are sailing through Nyhavn. Nyhavn means new harbor, but this is actually one of the oldest parts of Copenhagen. The canal we're sailing on right now was dug out in the 1670s by Swedish war prisoners. And do we have any Swedish persons with us? No? But Denmark and Sweden, we have kind of a complicated relationship with each other. There's been a lot of wars, and once Sweden was also part of Denmark. Today it's mostly about friendly jokes, but also the Danish law actually says that if the water between Denmark and Sweden freezes and a Swedish person comes walking over, you are allowed to hit them with a stick, legally. The Royal Playhouse opened in 2009 with the play Hamlet, which also takes place in Denmark, just around an hour from Copenhagen on Kronborg Castle in Helsingør. So if you thought that Copenhagen was bigger than it is, and you have a lot of extra days here, you can consider taking a day trip to Kronborg Castle because it is quite beautiful. And the large grey building in front of you with no windows, Refshaleøen Island, is an old industrial quarter. It used to be a place where we built ships. Denmark actually built a lot of ships back in the days, but then we found out that there were other places that would build the ships cheaper, so now it doesn't really make sense to do anymore. So the statue of the Little Mermaid is from 1913, and since then she's been through quite a lot, I would say. She's been beheaded twice. One time we couldn't find her head and we had to make a new one. Her arm has been torn off. She's been blown up and she's been dressed in both a burqa and a bikini. A few years ago we also rented her to China, so she's also been to China. So the white building with the blue windows on your right is the headquarters of Maersk. Maersk is the second largest shipping company in the entire world. It has over 120,000 employees. The building is also called the House with the 100 Blue Eyes because of the characteristic blue windows. If you wonder what all of these larger boats are doing here in Frederiksholms Canal, these are old ferries. We have a lot of islands here in Denmark, so we also need a lot of ferries to get from island to island. But sometimes they also need to retire, and to put them to other use, we put them here. And now most of them are houseboats. One of them is a restaurant, and the last one down here is a massage clinic. The reason to this is that it was supposed to be made in marble, but then we started building and we found out that marble is quite expensive. So we just built the rest of it in limestone instead. children.
คนละพี่บาโตรคนละพี่บาโตร Ini kalau cuma dia, yo, shower kan, daily.
Also the sailors, but also Hans Christian Andersen, the fairy tale writer. He lived at number 67, which is the grey one here on the right hand side. And Hans Christian, he loved it here in Nyhavn. Probably because it's so close to the Royal Theatre, where he applied several times to become a ballet dancer. But he got rejected each and every time because he was too ugly and too clumsy. Tough, I know. But luckily for us, he began to write fairy tales instead. And please stay seated for the last and the lowest bridge on this tour. Thank you. Today, I'm pretty sure this is the last summer day of this year here in Copenhagen. So please also enjoy the weather because